What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Alright, so main watch on the list today, we got TATT.
Go hard.
Y'all help me review this new music. What's up, Sandy, Super, Roser, Hayes, DS, Vic, Sam? Good morning, team. Alright, so we got TATT ripping up here, gapping up from $4 all the way to $6.20. Looks like the float is tiny for this one. It's a 3.6 million float stock. Very small float, less than 4 million in the float there for TATT. Watching all these levels here, we got the pre-market high, which is really interesting at 975, but I ultimately doubt we'll ever hit that level at the open. And so we're looking at 650, 550, and we're looking at 650, 550, and $6 here. We're looking at this bottom range that we're currently in, and we're gonna look for a break of this range and ultimately see what happens if that happens. And so we'll watch TATT here. We also got CBAT. CBAT gapping up from 135s to 336s. Looks pretty solid here as well. It's currently sitting right around that previous pre-market high around 330s. We're just going to mark 325s for a $0.25 level right around that as well. So we'll keep an eye on this too. We got 350 right above us that we'll look to see if we can break here. We got 375. And then obviously we got these highs up here at like $4, $4.15. So we're watching those right there. We're going to see what happens here for CBAT. We'll look up the news for this one too. I don't see any reason CBAT is moving up here. Is it sympathy? We got TATT. This is TAT Technologies, and they are higher after the company announced they entered into a 10-year maintenance and repair agreement with Honeywell, which is a appliance company. They deal with like hot water heaters. I know we have Honeywell's valves are notorious, and we had a Honeywell valve go out at our house. At the same time, though, Honeywell fixed everything. I remember like our hot water heater valve went out at our house, and it caused like a bunch of flooding and damage. And man, Honeywell just stepped up and said, "Yo, it was faulty," and they paid for it. So Honeywell does their job. I like Honeywell for the most part, even though they've had some faulty valves. But yeah, we got TATT popping up here. We got OPTT, Ocean Power Tech. We got Ocean Power Tech here gapping up. I don't see any catalyst for this. Four days ago, they filed a... 4 days ago, they announced a deal with Aspire Capital to sell 12.5 mil of common stock for OPTT. We got PPSI here gapping up a little bit. XSPA got some people talking here, but not the best volume. We got BOXL, which gapped up from 145 to looks like about 180s, 190s, and then pulled back. It's at 167 now, but up about 20 cents for BOXL. They acquired Sahara Presentation Systems for about 100 million. So it was an acquisition for BOXL, and again, they acquired Sahara Presentation Systems for 95 million, 94.9 million for BOXL. So an acquisition for this one, and they are gapping up to show it here. They're sitting at 168, not a huge gap up. What's the float? The float is 42 million, so a fairly large float for BOXL relative to most of these other penny stocks. We do have CLNY here. CLNY gapping up, but this one has a much larger float even for this one. This one has $500 million in the float, so this one doesn't really interest me that much. We got CEI gapping up. This one is up. Doesn't show any catalyst for this one specifically. I think this is an oil stock though, if I remember correctly. We got AIHS sitting at 72.5 cents. This one ran yesterday. So we can watch AIHS here. We can watch OAS. OAS Petroleum. So yeah, this is an energy and oil stock. We got CREG sitting at 290s. Gapping up from 260s. Not the best volume though. The float is 2.5 million, less than 2.5 million. We got Party City, which is up a little bit in pre-market as well. SGBX is one of my favorite ones this morning. We'll look at the catalyst for SGBX here. I'm going to remove some of these from yesterday. What was that last song, man? I got to add that to my list. Is this it? Yeah, that's it right there. I got to add that one. That one's pretty dope. Alright. I'm just listening to instrumentals this morning. Not feeling it. Alright, we're gonna switch over to our music. What's up, Emmanuel? Yeah, a lot of it looks like just hype. Yeah, the haters already disliked it. I know, bro. Like I said, listen. This is certainly just one dude, certainly just one guy, and it's alright. You know, it doesn't really mean anything. Like, I've looked at it and like really studied whether dislikes and likes actually mean anything with regard to like if it's gonna help or hurt your views. Mostly what you're seeing right now in the trading world is like I'm going to be starting to upload just more videos, doing premieres with the videos. We got some solid results. A lot of my videos in the last 3 months are getting picked up in search, and they're getting, 5,000-10,000 views plus. And so they're getting picked up, and that's probably what's going to grow the channel the most moving forward, is just my back testing videos and videos that I put out, which is why what I would really prefer it. I love live streaming. But live streaming is ultimately saturated, and everybody's trying to do it now. And I've been doing it before anybody. But when your current space gets saturated, you got to move on to something else sometimes. And I think that's probably what I'll do. Yeah, and so y'all hit that like button to help overpower the one, lonely hater there. Yes, sir. That's right. What's up, Paul? Yeah, you like that playlist, huh? Just want the music? I got you, bro. I got you. Hold on. Hold on, I might be able to get an affiliate link for this. Let me see if I can. Oh, look, I can. Yeah, there's a link if you want to sign up. OG. Hey, don't worry, bro. Like, listen, if I stopped, it's not going to be... if I stopped live streaming, it's not going to be, like, every day. Like, it would probably just change to where I would live stream once or twice a week. And the rest of the days, I would just put out video content. Because that's really what I love to do. Like, you guys know me. Like, I'm in education, like, back testing, like, analytics, like, trader. Like, that's what I am. Like, I trade live, and I'm green, you know, most of the time. But, like, I'm a back tester, and, like, that's what I really like to do. And I think if I do have a gift in anything, and I'm not trying to be egotistical or toot my own horn, so to speak, but I think if I'm good at anything, it's expressing what I'm trying to say in video form. You know what I mean? And I think if I'm good at anything, I think that's what I'm good at. And so that's probably what I'll transition to. Again, I'm still gonna live stream, I'm sure, once or twice a week. But yeah. And don't worry, I haven't made any decisions with regard to that yet, so it'll be alright. Here, somebody said they wanted my actual playlist. Here it is right here. There's the list to mine. There's my actual playlist. Yeah, CBAT is a monster. SGBX is really ripping up here. Look at SGBX. Alright, so SG Blocks and Grimshaw are going to bring a rapid coronavirus test to centers, they're gonna bring rapid coronavirus testing centers to Los Angeles International Airport, and that is brought to you by SGBX, which is SG Blocks. They're working with Grimshaw to build a COVID-19 testing center for LAX Airport, and that's the catalyst for this one. So this is really interesting here. I don't know. I know COVID's bad, right? But I don't know if it's bad enough to make like long-term investments into infrastructure at the airport like this. I don't know. You know, I'm purely speculating here. But from what I've seen, life's pretty much returned back to normal. I know businesses have changed how they do things, and I know people have lost their jobs, and I know people are struggling right now, but what I mean is that eventually it's going to go back, and it already kind of has. Like, people are out, they're doing things, they're going to the mall, they're chilling right now, and, you know, I think as more people get it and ultimately experience it, they're going to realize, you know, they're going to have to make that play or make that decision on their own whether they want to go out and do it. But I think eventually everything's going to go back to normal. So I don't know if investing necessarily in like a building at LAX just for this is the right move. But hey, it's going to benefit the stock short term regardless of anything. So we'll see what happens with SGBX here. Oh yeah, certainly. I mean, listen, airlines are the things that were hit the hardest. You know, airlines got hammered here, and you know, they were hit the hardest, and I think they'll be back. I was talking about United Airlines though. Like, airlines have recovered some. Like, I was talking about how UAL was a buy down here at like 20. You know, when this one was at like 2017 down here, I was like, yo, this has got to rebound some, and it did. You know, and so airlines are one of those things where I was like, yeah, this is gonna rebound, and it did. It did a bunch. You know, up to 50. But we'll see what happens long term with airlines. But yeah, right now on my list today we got TATT, SGBX is probably my favorite. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, but the MORE Act got pushed back until after the election. Here's the frustrating thing though, the MORE Act was never gonna pass. Right, and this is something where, if you know what I'm talking about the cannabis legalization bill. That was never about to pass, and you know, I'm skeptical of some of these. Let me see. You know, I'm skeptical of some of these bills to legalize cannabis. And listen, if you're against cannabis, like, I'm not mad at you. Like, it's whatever, right? But you know, they put out this MORE Act, which was supposed to federally deschedule cannabis, right? Is what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to federally deschedule cannabis. But the problem is, and I'm just going to be real for a second here, is that based off of what was in that bill, the Democrats don't really want to legalize cannabis. Like, based off of what was in that bill, Democrats are really not trying to legalize it. Like, they know the Republicans are about to reject that bill. You know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to legalize cannabis, right, like, what you would ultimately want to do is you would want to start it off very slow, right? Very mild bill, you know, and just kind of squeeze, hey, let's deschedule cannabis in there. Like, that's what you would have to do if you were going to deschedule cannabis, right? But the Democrats put forth this bill that was just absolutely absurd. Like the Republicans would never go for it, right? And the Democrats know the Republicans aren't going to go for that bill, and so they ultimately know it's not going to pass. And they do that regardless of what anybody says. They're doing that intentionally, right? Like, they are intentionally doing that, knowing it's not going to pass, so that they can, number one, keep it illegal, and number two, criticize the conservatives in that regard, right? And you guys know me, I've criticized the conservatives a lot. I'm pretty even in middle ground when it comes to politics. But the MORE Act specifically was just kind of like, come on, man. Like, y'all know that ain't about to pass, bro. Y'all know the Republicans. It doesn't matter if the Democrats hold the House. Like, they ain't about to fly for that. And it's just unfortunate that that's what it is. You know. And hey, regardless of what your take is on that type of stuff, let me know in the comments how you feel about it. It's okay if we disagree. But yeah, we're watching SGBX. We're going to see what happens at 250. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm a libertarian because I disagree with them in some ways too, but I'm very socially liberal. I guess I'll say that. I mean, financially is another story because I mean I trade stocks every day. I would be a massive hypocrite, you know, if I wasn't, you know, a capitalist. But you know, it is what it is, man. You know, like I said, I'm just saying if people got to see it for what it is, which is that in this case, the Democrats didn't want to legalize cannabis. Like, they know that's about to get rejected, you know. If they really wanted to, it'd be a little bit more subtle of a bill. But instead, they just kind of went all out, and they know that's not about to pass. And they're going to use that, I'm sure, during the election cycle. They're going to, you know, act like they want it, but... So we got BOXL. I'm sure you're talking about SGBX. What are you talking about at 250? What stock? Yeah, I know what a libertarian is. Libertarian is financially conservative and socially liberal. I understand what that is, but like I said, I disagree with them in some ways too. I feel like most reasonable people are middle ground. If you try to say you're 100% for either party, you're either desperate to fit in or just stupid. You know what I mean? And so, you know, it is what it is. But I'm not going to rant about politics today. I got my rant in, I guess. You know, we'll move on to something else. Looking at SGBX, though. This is probably my favorite one. Under 250, that's a lot way to go. If it falls under 3, we're looking at it. So yeah, I mean, there's 319s. We're watching this one. Under 3 is really what I'm watching. Somebody's saying I'm balanced politically. Hey, I appreciate it, Joshua. SGBX. Yeah, SGBX. I mean, 250 is a long way to go. I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to drop under 250, but $3, like, this is kind of the range I'd look to attack here. Once we actually break out of this range, then I'm going to get a little bit more interested for SGBX. But we got to break out of this range first, and I don't know if we're actually going to get that or not for it. BOXL doesn't look bad if we get the crossover play. This one had a partnership. I believe this one, actually, no, this one acquired another company for like 95 million, almost 100 million for BOXL. So it's a pretty big, acquisition. Yeah, I mean, Justin, I mean, it's inevitable, right? Like, cannabis legalization is an inevitability. Like, it's gonna happen. Right, it's just about when. And what I told my wife Carol and I were talking about this. The reality behind this, right, is that they don't want it to be legal, right? Like, you look at where the lobbyists are coming from with regard to like keeping cannabis illegal. It's coming from law enforcement, pharmaceutical companies, and the prison industry, right? And so if you want to see what politicians have those three groups in their pocket, look at the politicians that are ultimately either not saying anything about cannabis legalization, which is basically saying that they don't want it, or against cannabis legalization. That's really who you want to look at with regard to like who's actually getting PAC money from some of these big corporations and some of these organizations. Those are ultimately the ones that are doing that. But yeah, here's BOXL. We'll see what happens here. I'll try to, Mike. I'll try to, bro. It's just been super busy, man, lately. Like I said, trading is not my only source of income, and so I do a lot of different stuff here. It's very difficult to manage this YouTube channel and then the videos. Like, people don't realize, but those videos I put out, those things take hours and hours to do. Those are not very quick videos to do. I could be like everybody else and just kind of do one continuous shot and just talk about whatever, right? And burn 10 minutes. But in the end, I want to put valuable content in my videos, so it takes hours and hours to do those. So I'm trying to kind of manage everything, you know. All right, so yeah, we also got JE here, which this one has been running the last few days. The volume is definitely back in penny stock, so I'm hoping we'll get some stuff to take advantage of here. Yesterday was a green day in the penny stock world, so we were green yesterday. Now, some of the biggest movers yesterday were like PEC, P-E-C-K. What was another one? What was the other one? SPI, which is back down to 960s now. I'm not going to say we didn't see this coming. I mean, it's so... Listen, this is so predictable, right? It's so predictable. I wish they sold put options on these big running penny stocks, because if they sold put options, you know, right around this $40 level, you'd be banking money. You'd be printing money there. But, you know, they don't. And they don't sell put options on those stocks for a reason. You know, unfortunate. John, I'm 15 years old. I'm 15 years old. Any advice on making money online? Just keep trying is what I would do, man. It takes a long time for something to hit. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a long time. Like, I think the very common saying in the business world is that it takes 6 failed businesses for one successful one, right? So you're gonna fail 6 times, you know, on average, before you actually succeed and start to make money with any business that you form, right? And so I think the lesson there is you got to persevere and keep doing it. I know it was certainly true for me. It was certainly true for me. Like, before I made any money in business, I lost a bunch of money and I failed. And you know, we got somebody that's telling me to, somebody told me to get a job earlier. And I'm just gonna show something real quick. Just maybe y'all can use it as a motivation if you want to. But so far this year, this is my PayPal. I'm just gonna show you guys something here. So far this year, this is my PayPal. I'm not going to show exactly what it is. But that's my PayPal this year. And so, yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say for all those people that are trying to tell me to get a job is that I already have one. Like I said, I do programming. This is not just from YouTube. In fact, most of this is not from YouTube itself. And obviously, this is going to be gross profit, but that is my PayPal for this year in 2020 so far. And it's been a good year, you know. I can't be mad at the year for sure, but yeah, you know, I guess my point is that I'm not just some broke kid living on his couch. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to brag either. I'm just saying. Yeah, I can, Mike. Yeah, I do a little bit of freelance. Mostly I'm dealing with like web applications, so it's like a little bit more complex web stuff than just websites. If I'm going to create a website, I'll just use WordPress. It's just easier, right? And I know people might call me not a real developer, but it's like, you know, eventually front-end web development with just websites is going to become obsolete because there's so many drag and drop programs, and sure, they're less efficient. Like if you're using big O notation, they're going to be less efficient, more time consuming, more memory consuming, but in the end they're going to be obsolete in 10 years because nobody's going to need a person to create a website for them. And I know that's kind of a controversial view of web development, but I think it's accurate. Anyways, but yeah, we got JE ripping up here. Amazon link. I tried Amazon. To be honest, Amazon doesn't pay you anything, bro. Amazon doesn't pay you anything. Let me see. I can show you guys what I've made on Amazon. I don't care. Amazon doesn't pay you anything, though, bro. You know. Yeah, from 300 clicks onto my Amazon link, Amazon has paid me $20. Amazon doesn't pay you nothing, man, and they don't need to. To their credit, I mean, I don't need Amazon. I just do it to. You gotta experiment to see what works. But like, I don't need Amazon. You know, I just don't. And I just wanted to experiment to see if it would work. And yeah, I mean, Amazon doesn't pay you nothing. Alright, so yeah, we got OPTT, Ocean Power Tech. This was an old runner that has previously just ripped and failed over the life of the stock. Very common thing here. We'll see if it holds over $1. I think $1 is the kind of line in the sand for OPTT here. A few people talking about Ross from Warrior and CBAT. And we'll see what happens there. But yeah, guys, sorry, I started the stream a little bit late. All right, so right now SGBX, CBAT is a 30 million float. It's not necessarily small. SGBX is probably my favorite one, followed by TATT, just based off of float size alone. Both SGBX and TATT have floats less than 10 million, so under 10 million in the float for both of these for TATT. As for TATT, it has had about half of its float rotated today. With SGBX, it has had an entire float rotation for SATT or for TATT today. Somebody's asking me to explain the difference between buy market and Bobby is okay. So there's not much of a difference, right? Buying the ask price and buying a market price are usually going to get you filled right around the same price, right? They're usually going to get you filled right around the same price. But limit orders have a little bit added degree of protection when you buy them. Right? Market orders technically are supposed to get you filled at the best possible price right now. Like an instant fill at the best possible price is what market orders are supposed to give you. But that can fluctuate, where a limit order has to get you filled at that limit price or better. And so there's a little bit of an added degree of protection with a limit order as opposed to a market order. And a market order is supposed to get you filled right now, right? So right now is what a market order is supposed to get you filled at the best possible price. But that is, that can be broad. That could be a little bit broader. And so that's the real difference. I think trading is going to have less people that succeed at it, but is ultimately easier to learn. It just takes time to condition your emotions. And I think programming is going to have more people that can ultimately succeed at it, but it takes a long time to learn, much longer, time to learn programming than it takes to learn day trading. You can learn simple patterns and they're easy. It's just day trading is more of a visual thing, right? You have to see it and implement it and do so forth and so on, right? Programming is a problem solving skill to where, most programming concepts are universal, like Boolean, conditional statements, functions, object-oriented programming, whatever. Most programming concepts are universal, which means they're going to be the same in different languages. Trading patterns aren't necessarily universal, but trading patterns are going to be easier to learn initially. What's up, Patrick, JV, the other Patrick, Princess, Bobby? You join the asking price, you're usually going to get filled immediately, but you're going to get the added protection of a limit order. No, programming's a tough thing to learn, bro. Like, programming is not like one thing that you gotta learn. Programming is like a lot of different problem solving skills that you have to learn. So like in that way, programming is gonna be harder, certainly. I think more people are gonna succeed at it because programming is one of those things where it's like if you put enough time in, you're gonna succeed usually. If you put years into learning it, you're gonna learn it and be able to do it. Trading, you could put years into it and still lose, and so that's the reality, I think. behind it, to be honest. What is Z Patrick? I don't know about that stock, brother. Dude, I got a bunch of people that keep calling me on Discord. Why do people keep calling me on Discord, bro? I don't even know how to answer the phone on Discord, bro. Yeah, we got SCO in here. NAKD. OAS. Like I said, my favorite SGBX, TATT. Maybe Boxel. Maybe. Alright, AIHS has made a huge rip back up above $1. It's at $1 now. We'll look at AIHS and see if it can hold at 1 now at this point. There's $1. We'll see what happens there, but that's what I'm waiting for. Which chart is better, a 1 minute or 5 minute? Neither. Neither of them are necessarily better. One tells you a shorter story, a shorter term story, and the other tells you a longer term story. If you're scalping, you're going to find much more value in a 1 minute chart just because your trades are much shorter, and so it doesn't necessarily make that much sense to scalp a 5 minute chart, if that makes, you know what I mean? And so if you're trading the open, you're going to be using a 1 minute chart. If you're scalping, you're going to be using a 1 minute chart. If you're longer term trend trading, you can use the 5 minute, 15 minute. You could still trade breakouts and stuff like that on a 5 minute chart, but they need to be longer term trades. And so it's just a difference in time frame there. If I bought a stock yesterday and bought the same stock today, I cannot sell yesterday's stock without breaking the PDT rule. Yeah, I think that's right. That's why I just have a cash account. A cash account makes the most sense, guys, unless you're getting a lot of margin or specifically you want to short, right? That's when a margin account makes sense. Like if you're getting 5 to 1, yeah, sure, go ahead, But most of the time, a cash account's going to be fine, and a cash account's going to let you trade as much as you want, basically, with the equity you have. Alright, so AIHS couldn't hold over 1. I don't really use leverage that much. I'm gonna log out of PayPal before somebody tries to. Yeah, I'm watching TATT. TATT looks the most solid right now. Yeah, we're watching it over 650. We're going to watch the crossover, the 1 minute pullback setup, though. We're going to watch for both of those. Yeah, we got G and US here starting to rip up Genius Brands. Looking for the little 3-bar play here. Maybe it's too late, but we got 125 support there. I don't mind this one. Alright, so it looks like a little failed 1 minute pullback. I was really thinking about buying into this one, but I stopped myself. We're gonna see what happens though. Yeah, that's exactly right. What Caitlin said. So yeah, G and US is failing here. We also got like BBI. We got SGBX. Like I said, my main watches are still there. I'll go ahead and post my watch list here if anybody wants it. Alright, well then that's Robinhood being weird, bad juju. Alright, so here's my watch list. It's mostly SGBX, CBAT, TATT, OPTT, CREG, NAKD, SAVA, I'm missing something, JE. This is mostly it. That's about it. I don't think there's anything else. Maybe G and US now. That's mostly my watch list. I might be missing something, but that's mostly what I'm looking at. Hey, nice, Wendy. Hey, congrats. Hey, what's up, Jesus? What's up, brother? What's up, Cal? We got a bunch of equity to trade today, too. So, like, we got a lot of equity to trade. I'll check it out. What's the symbol though, Patrick? What's the symbol though, bro? Yeah, Scott said, I mean, how many shares I buy is dependent on the range of the stock. Like, range is something you guys want to understand because a $5 stock could have a larger range than a $100 stock. Is why you want to understand how to identify a range and then compensate your share size accordingly, right? So I'm not just going to use a universal share size. It genuinely depends on what my risk is in that specific trade. So if I'm risking 10 cents and I don't want to lose over $100, you know, I take 1,000 shares or less. That way I don't lose over $100 with a 10-cent stop or risk. Same thing if I didn't want to lose over, you know, $200, you know, I could either take 1,000 shares with the 5-cent risk, or I could take the same 10-cent risk but scale down to 500 shares. And that way I'm adjusting my share size according to my risk in the trade. SYPR, we could check that one out. Yeah, SYPR is ripping up here, so we'll watch this one too. SYPR, guys, appreciate the call out. Roxy, I appreciate that. Remember, guys, to hit that subscribe button. We're very, very close to hitting 30,000 subscribers, guys. 30K. We should hit that today, though. We need like 15 more subscribers to hit 30K. Do I agree that taxation is theft? No, taxation's not theft. I understand the overall idealism for taxes. Like, I get taxes. I just, you know, I think at a certain point, there needs to be a line there with regard to like how much we get taxed, because frankly, socialism never works. It has never worked in the history of our world, and sure, social policies have worked, but like full-blown socialism has never worked, and it's never going to work. And all you have to do is look at the socialist states, the more socialist-like states, and look at how, you know, the environment of living in those states, you know, and you know, be real about it. You got to be honest about it, I think. And the reason I don't think socialism is ever going to work is because man is too corrupt, right? So like somebody's going to have the power regardless, right? Whether it be they earned it by building a business, or they were given it by being elected, and, you know, through socialist policies. And so I think in the end, somebody's going to get the power no matter what you do. And man's too corrupt, and so you might as well let man compete with each other, because that is the fairest way. And it's not going to be completely fair, obviously, nothing ever is, but it's the most fair, and I think that's what we have to go with. But yeah, SYPR, we're watching this one. It's spiked up. We'll see if it bounces. I'm watching like 125. And like I said, if you disagree, like, it's all love. I'm not mad at you. If you disagree, it's okay. You know, we can disagree. Everybody disagrees in some form or another with each other, so it's okay. And if you hate me for having that viewpoint, you need to check yourself, you know, because that's the problem. But yeah, anyways, we got CBAT. We're watching it. We're watching 350 specifically here to see if we can hold and break 350. That's what we're really shooting for. Yeah, and certainly our healthcare system is in shambles. It's a mess, 100%. I'm on board with you there too. You know, like I said, I'm not against all social policies. I think some are necessary to a certain extent. Like, I think college should probably be free, you know, and I know we're going to get a lot of nonsense for that as well, but I think that is a standard in the rest of the world that we should have, because at this point it encourages too much nonsense from colleges specifically. But yeah, we're watching JE here. Right, for sure. Yeah, I mean, these things are probably self-evident, but, you know. Right, yeah, I actually like that quote, Patrick. That's actually a good quote. I mean, I know, but that's under the assumption that teachers already have good pay. Sam's like come on, man. My mom was a teacher. Like, my mom taught, you know, like my mom was a teacher, like a public school teacher, and like I said, they don't get paid anything currently, you know what I mean? Teachers don't make anything nowadays. So you think if the government's fitting that bill, it's going to be any different? It's not. It might be better, you know, but I think we just got to look at it objectively in that way. All right, guys. I mean, I don't use the upper and lower bands for the VWAP, and no, I don't just trade the VWAP. A lot of the times, if you see me trading the VWAP, it's going to be on like mid and high cap stocks. I trade the VWAP with penny stocks as well, but the VWAP is just kind of an added condition to the strategies that I get into with penny stocks, which is different, where some mid and high cap setups will be solely based off of the VWAP position in the chart, right? And so like that's really what I'm doing. Yeah, I did, Caitlin. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I'm just being honest. Like I said, guys, in the end, I can say my political views, and if they're different from yours, that's okay. Like, right? Like it's all right. Like, it's all love. Like, we can disagree on certain policies. I think if you watch the stream for long enough, and you've watched my channel for long enough, you know I'm very middle ground, and so I'm a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not shilling for one side or another. That's not what I do here, and that's not what I ever want to do, right? In the end, I agree with the left in some ways, and I agree with the right in some ways, which in my opinion is how it should be. And so in the end, you got to respect it and not get, offended by whatever I view things as. And I think that's something that should be pretty self-evident and understandable. But yeah, we're watching TATT. It's popping up over 650 here. I don't know, Roser, you want to be really careful, brother. Like, out the gates, like, the first 5 minutes after the open is super volatile, man. And a lot of new traders attack. Here's a good example of the 1 minute pullback. So I talked about the 1 minute pullback, and I explained the 1 minute pullback works the best right before a big level break. And so look at this level up to 650, which is the level I talked about. We got the 1 minute pullback for TATT here, right there. And then we just got this hammer up here, this absolute rip up to 760s. 1 minute pullback worked beautifully. Look at that range break. I was waiting for it at the open, but we just didn't get it. But look at the range I drew all morning, and then look what happens when that range breaks. Look at the volume come in after that too. And so I called that one on the nose. We'll see what happens, but Yes, sir, Joel. Hey, look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna move on from politics. I'm not starting drama here this morning. Hey, let's get ready to trade. We got a minute left. Let's do this. Politics aside, let's do this, team. All right, guys, we got 30 seconds, team. Let's do this. All right, guys, we're ready. Let's do this, guys. We got 15 seconds until the opening bell. Good luck, team. I'm going to put on some hype music, and let's do it. Alright, guys, let's do this. There's the bell. Alright, TATT still ripping up here. We're going to watch these, man, but these are so extended away from the other strategies. I don't know if I can attack it yet. Alright, guys. Alright, TATT pulling back. I'm looking at SGBX. It's dropping down some too. SGBX dropping down some. We're watching for SGBX specifically at the open. We got a SYPR. CWBR ripping up over 1. We got SGBX, which is really the one I'm kind of watching now for the potential crossover here for SGBX. We got Saba, SABA ripping up. SABA ripping up. JE dropping. SGBX dropping. TATT dropping. We gotta look at CBAT. CBAT spiking up a little bit here. What? Watching CBAT. SABA starting to push up. We're getting a lot of drops right now. JE starting to reverse though. All right, we're in SABT with 800 shares here. 800 shares. I'm gonna see if we get that rip that we're looking for over 70s. All right, we took half off there. We're holding 400 shares here. Boom. All right, we got out the rest there. So a little $14 win from JE at the open with the red to green move. Caught it for JE. We'll look for pullbacks to re-enter there. But we caught the little breakout there for JE. So we caught it, got out. CBAT dropping down. We're still looking at TATT, AIHS. Still got a long way to go here for this one though. We're watching it over $1 for AIHS, but it's starting to rip. Hey, remember guys, y'all hit that subscribe button. We day trade live for free every single day on YouTube, showing all the different aspects of our trading. Not trying to claim to be experts here. We're just teaching people what works for us. We were looking at a little 1 minute pullback for AIHS, but nothing presented itself. We'll come back to it. We're watching CREG, guys. CREG hammering up here. Absolutely crazy rip. About to break the pre-market high at 330s, guys. Getting a lot of volume coming in. I think the float is small on this one, too. For AIHS, let me see if I can find the float. What's the float, somebody? AIHS. Huge rip. Huge squeeze. Making a monstrous move. An absolutely monstrous move here. Pulling back a little bit, we'll watch it. All right, we're shorting Apple real quick on the Toro. Seeing about a breakdown under this previous closing price and a hold here. We're going to get out there for a tiny loss. We'll jump back into it if we want to here. For Apple, we're still watching penny stocks, but I'm waiting for something to set up. At this point, I'm looking at OPTT. All right, we're back in short for Apple. Letting it work. Slightly green in it right now. We're going to see if we can make some money with it. If it holds under that previous close. Trying to break. 5.99s. There we go. Alright, we took half off there. I don't really like it. We'll see what else we get for it. SAVA pulling up here, and we still got CREG. We got PPSI and penny stocks. We'll come back to, we're down less than 30 bucks. We'll come back to those. I'm looking at this one here, but it's not really my favorite right now. We'll see. CBAT, SAVA starting to rip up. SAVA, PPSI. Starting to push up is at 1020. Hey, remember y'all hit that subscribe button, guys. We're trying to break 30K today. We're pretty close. Ooh, there we go. All right, we're waiting for something here. Kind of looking at SAVA and OPTT. Here's OPTT. Alright, we're scaling out of a little bit on Apple here. We're still making some money from it. We're waiting for it to break down under these lows at 107.70s. Alright, we got out there, small little win. We're still watching OPTT here. We've made a little bit of money. We're watching for this break under 125. Looking for Apple to bounce back. We might short into it a little bit more. What else do we have, guys? I'm looking at OPTT. Looking at OPTT, it's trying here. We might try to break it. We're also in Apple with 100 shares. Trying to give it time to break down under these lows. They're 79s. Still watching OPTT on the a bunch of stuff I haven't seen this morning on the scanners is showing up, so I don't know. We're right around getting out now for Apple. What else do we got here, guys? I'm looking for penny stocks moving, but GLNG. We're gonna come back to this. GLNG absolutely hammering up, guys. Huge squeeze. We got NCTY trying. Apple still watching this one with a 108 risk, but it keeps kind of bouncing back and forth under these lows. There we go. Starting to finally break down here. We'll see if it holds now. 77s. It's just consolidating around the highs. Alright, nothing looks good right now, guys, so let me know if you guys see anything that might be pulling any of my strategies. At this point, I'm not really seeing much. 77s. 73s. 75s. I'm noticing the 1 minute pullback here. I gotta get out there for Apple. Lost $10. Insignificant for the most part. Still waiting on some of these here. Like I said, let me know if you guys see anything that you want. I've already made my money with JE. I scalped a little bit off the top. And yeah, see, no, I'm really proud of this trade. Look, I've already made my money. I'm already out of it. I just got out early. I got out perfectly, actually. I got out right before the $75 or the 75-cent resistance there. And so, really happy with that. Got out of Apple, too, before that huge spike up. So, happy with that. APWC is showing up on the scanners. APWC, guys. Look at the beautiful 1 minute pullback, man. I wish I missed that. APWC, guys, look at these. I wish I would have seen this one. I just missed it, unfortunately, for APWC. But look at the 1 minute pullback, the 3-bar play. Beautiful 3-bar play right here. You got to catch it on volatile stocks, but if you can, that's the one to do it on. It's too extended now. So we'll wait to see what else we get. Apple pulling a red to green move, too. I wonder if the crossover is going to work with it. Still waiting on APWC here. PPSI. Yeah, that one did. That was nice. I completely missed this one though, but I really liked it. It was my setup too. And it broke the pre-market high as well. 1 minute pullback too there. Yeah, PPSI. It's too late. It's too late. We did the crossover way back here at 225. We're at 240s now. Too much. We just broke the pre-market high, or no, we didn't either. So yeah, it's too much. We'll look for a 3-bar play maybe with it, but we got to scalp that move very, very quickly here. Kind of watching for this one. I don't love it as much, but we're looking at it with 200 shares here. GLNG. Hey, later, OG. Later, bro. Hey, have a good day, man. I'm also in a longer term Apple trade. I'm just in 50 shares and I'm trying to catch this one if it fully goes red to green. And so I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for it to break 109 with 50 shares and we're just going to let it work. We're not going to momentum trade it. We're just letting it a longer term trade. Kind of watching this one. It's too extended up here though, to be honest, with penny stocks. One that I do like, and it may rip, but it's not good for me. We got GLNG. Squeeze it up here. A lot of little 3-bar plays in there. PPSI. Like I said though, I don't know if I like this rip. It's a little bit too extended up there, but maybe I was wrong. It looks like I was wrong. It's alright. PPSI ripping. Maybe I should have caught that one, but it's alright. CBAT ripping down. Looking at SABA too. We'll come back to PPSI. JE just got hammered here. What else do we have today? LPTT. Big pullback in PPSI. Yeah, I got out of that Apple trade. Apple never broke. It might rip up here after the VWAP, but just never quite broke there. CBAT just ripped down. PPSI never did anything. We got SSNT showing up. Here, I'm gonna pick a different song. BOXL. BOXL's pullback is too much. Still kind of attacking Apple here. With just 50 shares, we're gonna scalp this move. And it's just under the previous closing price, and we might add back to it on like a test of the 22 level. It doesn't look like it's breaking. We added a little bit more there. We're in with 100 shares of Apple now. See if that previous closing price holds now for Apple. 22 risk. Man, Apple is just playing with me, man. I gotta start taking fades more. Yeah. We'll see what we get. Let me know if you guys see anything else, though. SSNT. Pulling back. Fridays are usually slow, so we'll see what we get, but struggling to find something this morning. Still watching TAT, but TAT's just ripping down. GNUS. Yeah, GNUS is the one I've been missing. I love the red to green move here, though. Solid red to green move. I don't know if I want to attack this, though. Like, we could break here, but I like the volume for GNUS. I don't like the movement right now. We'll watch it break these highs, see what happens if it does. Like, and I've mostly been making money this week. There's the break on GNUS ripping over that 147 level. I've mostly been making money this week, but I think mid and high cap stocks are slowing down, so I gotta slow down with these as well. Yeah, Friday comes along. I mean, we got some moves for GNUS, and you know, but most of the moves today were in pre-market, it looks like. Apple's just sideways. GNUS still ripping up. We're gonna watch it, but I'm scared it's gonna get rejected at 150. We got XG or SGBX showing up on the scanners. SGBX. I'm waiting for something, guys. SGBX trying. Nice little 1 minute pullback crossover there for SGBX. We'll try for this one, but hold on, we just listen to this song. Alright, we're waiting for SGBX here. Maybe we'll take some. Oh, wait, I never started a new song. Alright, we're in with 200 shares after this 1 minute pullback. Wait, it only filled me for 20 shares? Oh my gosh, man. Think or swim, bro. Alright, we're gonna try to sell into this rip. Alright, we got half off there. We got 100 shares left. We'll let this rip work. Under 325s we're out, but we could let this try to build. Come on. Man. I'm gonna start using market orders. Hold it, break even. Oh man, penny stocks are the most frustrating stocks to trade in the world. It's like if I just miss one fill, nope, just tanks on me. Turns a nice little win into a loss. We'll let $3 be our risk now, I guess. But most frustrating thing in the world. I gotta start getting filled immediately, though. It's my fault. I gotta scalp these things, and like if I scalp them, I'll make money with them. But if I just if I don't get filled one time and it blows the trade like that when I'm trying to exit the full position, my fault. Still about break even. Not my favorite day in the world though, just an aggravating day to be honest. Alright, well, we're about to be green. Let's see if it comes back. Freaking penny stocks, man. You gotta scalp these moves though. One thing I'm learning from penny stocks is like you can't hold these things long term, man. They're just gonna chop you out of these things. Alright, we're at the highs again. $23s. Come on, man. Let's get 24s. Alright, I gotta, from now on, I have to use market orders. This is just not working. Oh, man. Penny stocks are some of the most aggravating stocks you could ever trade, to be honest. They just dump on you so fast if it doesn't work. I'm waiting to see if I can get a better exit here. Well, I guess this is my fault, but I've tried to exit 3 times. And just don't get filled with a limit order, which is one of the flaws of a limit order. Oh my gosh, man. I gotta take 5 minutes after this one. This one's so frustrating. It's like I try to take profits at the top of the trade like I should, but I don't get filled, right? And then it just tanks on me, and then it moves back up, and then it tanks on me again, and then it moves back up. Man, that's a frustrating one for sure. Yeah, well, no, I'm not blaming the stock. I'm frustrated with the fills not getting filled, right? Like, I caught that one perfectly like I wanted to. I just missed the fill. So, yeah, it's certainly my fault. But I'm just saying it's aggravating for sure. Like I said, I've made money the last few days in penny stocks. Like, yesterday I made money. It's just whenever you lose and you're, like, right on the cusp of making money, it's frustrating. But it's alright. It happens. Yeah, it's really my fault. It's what it is it's my exit. Like, I can't use when I exit penny stocks, like the way I trade, like, with scalping, right? Like, I have to mark it out. And I know that's a little bit unusual and uncommon in the penny stock world, but like with the way I trade, like, I have to mark it out. Because when I try to limit out like this and then I don't get filled and then the stock tanks, it's just one of the most frustrating things in the world, and it's my fault. I just chose the wrong order. But yeah, for that reason, I need to just mark it out. That way, at least I don't get, at least I don't miss my fills when I try, if that makes sense, you know. It's also a Friday. Fridays are usually a little bit duller, slow. It's alright. And we got SYPR showing up on the scanners. See, this one just never really held, though. I don't hate this one, though. Yeah, I mean, nothing's 100%. Yeah, like, nothing's 100% trading. It's just kind of how it goes, you know? I'm not, like, it is what it is. But nothing's 100% trading, you know what I mean? Like, with me, I just scalp momentum. And so it's like, if I miss the momentum, I miss the momentum, you know? Let me look at TATT real quick. One OPTT maybe starting to reverse too. Maybe. We'll watch this one for it. We've listened to the same song over and over again, so I'm about to change that. I'm also in Apple right now. I'll try to come back to it. There we go. This is the favorite song of most people here, so we're gonna put this song on. Alright, we took SYPR here on this breakout. I didn't have time to really switch it over, but we're up. We're riding this one up right now. Alright, we got out for $16. I'm marketing out of these from now on. And yeah, we're green today, but this is why you have to mark it out. I'm just going to start marketing out of all of these. And like I said, this is really why I have to. Because if I don't mark it out, I'm going to get stuck in this. You know what I mean? And this is not what I want to get stuck in. So I think I'm just kind of learning. In the end, I've been very profitable with my penny stock system, right? I've been really profitable. I've made money a majority of the days I've traded in penny stocks, right? And my account is overall up with it. But at the same time, I'm only about 3 months in, 2 months in. And so I am going to have to ultimately learn the different nuances to trading them, and I think one of those nuances is just learning to market out of my positions if I need to. Like, I just need to mark it out, and that's going to overall protect me, because if I don't mark it out, I'm going to miss my exit, and when scalping, exits are so important, it just makes a lot more sense to mark it out of them. And I know I'm going to get some crap for that, but like, in the end, it'll be alright. But yeah, with that trade, we're green on the day. We're up, I don't know, a little bit. So, hey, I appreciate the sub. Whoever subbed, let me see. Shout out to George. Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button, guys. Click the bell. Turn on notifications. We go live every single day for free right here on YouTube. And maybe I missed out on some gains here. Nice little 1 minute pullback, though, for SYPR. But yeah, I just think marketing out's going to be a lot more, it's going to make a lot more sense with my scalps. Like, for entries, it's different. Like, entries I can limit in, and that's fine. But I think if I'm exiting, especially if I'm taking profits, I got to mark it out. Because if I don't, I'm just going to get stuck in nonsense, you know? The name of that song is Rain Check by Dylan Sitz. Rain Check by Dylan Sitz. SYPR still ripping up. We got SBE showing up on the scanners. Apple ripped up. It's pulling back now. I'm looking at BOXL maybe for a reversal here. We got SBE too. I'm kind of looking at the 1 minute pullback for SBE. SBE's ripping under the pre-market high, so it didn't hold. Unfortunately, I think you got to scalp that pre-market high break. What else we got, guys? Somebody said to look at AMD, and I guess we can. AMD's been kind of in that range. Solid little range there for it. We'll try. I'm still watching the BOXL to see if this one reverses. This one might cross over. We'll watch it if it does. Looking for the crossover maybe here for BOXL. Slightly green on the day. I'm not trying to give it back too much. Look at BOXL starting to break here. Here's the crossover play right there. Waiting for it. Apple pulling back. Nothing too crazy on this one yet. Kind of a slow, dull day for Fridays. There's BOXL, though. I'm kind of thinking about getting into BOXL. SYPR never held. Just hammered down there. While I got a second here, though, guys, if anybody wants to use the same platform I'm using, you can try the Toro Challenge. Now, the Toro Challenge is a funded account challenge. The way it works is you pay for the monthly subscription for the funded account challenge. Now, you can pay quarterly, you can pay monthly, you can pay however you want to pay, right? If you pay monthly, it's going to be $2.99 a month. If you pay quarterly, it's going to be about $160 a month. And you can get 10% off if you use my promo code London10. But the really interesting part about it is that they give you a challenge account. And if you can make $1,500 in profit while following the rest of their rules, they refund you your initial subscription that you paid for, and they fund you 25 grand with the profit split. And I think that makes a lot of sense. They're going to refund you your subscription, then they're going to fund you 25 grand, and you're going to split the profit with them. And I think that's one of the ways that you can get funded as a trader. And I think that's one of the ways that, considering the fact that they refund you the subscription cost after you're funded, I think that makes a load of sense. And so I think that just makes a ton of sense. And if you want to check it out, I'll post this link here. Again, you can use my promo code, get 10% off, and you can also, check it out. You can also, another great way to help support us, I see Webull has, for the next week, Webull is doing their 2-stock promotion. So if you sign up for Webull and deposit $100 in the next 2 weeks, or in the next week, in the next 1 week, you get 2 free stocks instead of 1. So in the next week, if you sign up and deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks for Webull. And Webull has a super dope platform, 0 commission stock and options trades, free paper trading simulator. You get 2 free stocks just for depositing $100 and opening up an account. And I think it's really dope platform. News, scanners, free scanners, all this free stuff. And y'all go check it out. I'll post this link here as well. But yeah, aside from that, nothing's really looking good to me. Everything's kind of boring and slow. BOXL never did anything, ended up reversing after the crossover play, so we're just kind of sitting in no man's land right now. Nothing's really looking that good. Yeah, well, they changed the promotion now, Corey. So it's It was, oh my gosh, man, I gotta ban these people, bro. These people spam my content, bro. Sorry, not anybody here. On my videos, you get a bunch of scammers on your videos that try to say, I've met the best trader. His name is Deshaun, and he's the greatest trader ever. Oh my, and then they talk to themselves. They say, oh, you've heard about the great Deshaun too? So have I. I've used him, and they'll give you a really specific number just to make it sound believable. So they'll be like, I made $5,723 and 2.5 cents using Deshaun. And they'll be like, oh my, I did too. Kindly message him at blah da 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 da. You know, that's how they get you. That's how they get new traders. New traders are like, what? Deshaun? I'm gonna do it. You know? We got BBI, which kind of looks interesting. We're still waiting for that though. Yeah. Hey, and y'all hit that subscribe button, guys. Like I said, we're pretty close to 30,000 subscribers, team. We're pretty close. Everybody hit the subscribe button right now. You know you want to. Y'all want to do another ebook giveaway? I'll give away one more ebook just for 30,000 subscribers. Thank you all. Appreciate the love, team. I really do. We're going to hit it today for sure. Like 100%. We're going to hit 30K today. And so I'm pretty pumped, guys. I'm really excited. 30,000 subscribers. It took a long time. You know, and we are finally here. So shout out to everybody that helped grow the channel. Definitely appreciate it. And let's do this, team. Yeah, you gotta watch, like, dude, you get stuff like that so much in the trading world, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you get just nonsense in the trading world, bro. It's all part of it. Like, you get, like, there's a few different types of scams in the trading world, right? One of them is just bots like that, like, right? Like, you don't ever want to trust bots like that, because, like, usually that's somebody, like, overseas, and so, like, they don't have to, like, worry about the legal consequences for like acting like that, right? So a lot of times they're just overseas. So like, you never give anybody your money ever without like understanding what you're doing. Like, you never, if somebody refers you to WhatsApp, right, and they try to talk to you on WhatsApp, which is completely encrypted, big red flag, right? Avoid them. That's not how it really goes, right? Deshaun Watson? Daniel? Yeah, I'm not really a Texans fan. But I'm still mad about that Vegas Saints game. How dare them, man? Man, those refs were calling so many penalties. Honestly, the Saints were sloppy. I can't even make excuses for the Saints in this way. They were just sloppy, bro. They were just playing stupid. That's all it was. They were just playing dumb, man. You know. And so I can't even blame the other team. It was the Saints. Not necessarily tar. I mean, I get okay fills. Like, it's just the spread. Me trying to get in on the limit with the limit order there, it's just my fault. Yes, sir. We're almost there, Alex. mean, it's been a solid day. Like, we made money today, guys. You know what I mean? Like, we had a... Ooh, look at CREG, man. CREG is the craziest stock right now. Look at CREG. Look at Craig. Crazy squeeze here. Huge rip. Yeah, I don't blame you, RFAT. Yeah, it's too extended now, though. It's too much. It's too extended now. Maybe on a little pullback dip buy. Maybe. You know? Not really seeing anything else that I really like necessarily here. So yeah, we're just chilling right now, guys. Yeah, the Raiders Stadium is dope, and honestly, putting all my pride and you know, shilling for a team aside, the Vegas look good. Vegas look good, man. They look like a solid team. They're 2-0 now. They were killing it, man. They were doing good. So I can't, as much as I want to hate on them, I can't. You know what I mean? Like, as much as I want to criticize the Las Vegas football team, I don't. What are the Vegas? What are they? What's Vegas? Somebody help me out. Mitch, my boy, where you at, bro? What's the Vegas football team, dude? I can't remember. All right, BOXL. Like I said, I've been kind of talking about BOXL for a reversal play all morning. BOXL is kind of trying here. SABA squeezed up big here, just broke highs. Look at SABA squeezing up big, looks good. Raiders. Oh yeah, they're the Raiders now. I forgot about that. My bad. Yeah, AIHS, SAVA and AIHS starting to run. To run. I don't know if I like this though. This thing just fails every time it tries. Craig, big pullback on Craig, CREG. I mean, there's the break on 95s for AIHS. The AIHS. I'm not sure if I'm loving it though. C-Bay. C-Bay slow. Saba pulling back, OPTT, BOXL not really doing much. Unfortunately, just slow. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything. I'm waiting. I'm trying to trade today. You know, I had some equity to trade too. Oh, did AIHS do it to me? It did. Damn. AIHS. Squeeze, man. It ripped. Maybe I should have taken the break. It's only up 5 cents, though. There's just not much to be made there, unfortunately. You know, it's all a tight range. Very small range. So it's hard to make anything from it, really. And there's the rip. So maybe I was wrong. 10 cents or so. It's just a cheap stock, so you could buy a bunch of shares of it, though. Yeah, it's been dull. I mean, I'm up. I've had 3 trades in penny stocks. 2 green, 1 red. So we're green today, you know. Apple breaking highs. I mean, maybe we got a little 3-bar play here right before the $1 break, which is when the 3-bar play works the best. Is right before these breaks. I just kind of missed that too. But like right before those breaks is when the 3-bar play is like on point and like works super well. BRQS. Sava pulled back. AIHS is breaking under these lows. And I know I said that our class video was coming out. I know I said our class video was coming out yesterday. It's actually coming out tomorrow morning. It's like when we're going to drop it. We're going to do a premiere tomorrow morning, so y'all stick around, be ready for it tomorrow morning. And then maybe we'll do a class after that, you know. Sava dropping. The music on? Oh. SPI? Yeah, look at AIHS. This is why you gotta scalp these moves, man. This is why you gotta scalp these moves, bro. Because, like, these never work. You know? And they work, but they never hold. I guess is a better term for it. They never hold. I could think about trading SPI here, but don't want to yet. Also, guys, a really easy way to help support us is just by becoming a member. And like, we're gonna start offering members a little bit breakdown into our trading. But becoming a member, it's $4.99 a month, and it's the single easiest way to help support us. Just click the join button on the bottom. I don't know where it is. It's like on the bottom. It's on the bottom right of this video. Click the join button. You get the exclusive dope of the dopest of dope. Dopest dope you ever smoked. Emoji. Right there. Look at that emoji, man. That is a majestic emoji right there. Absolutely majestic right there. Y'all join and you'll get access to it. You also got the Carol emoji. HAPP ripping up big here, guys. Look at HAPP with a huge spike up over 215s. A huge spike up over 15s. We even got the coveted Carol emoji. So y'all can get those, access to those. You know what I'm thinking about doing though? What if we make our own emoji for the first 15 members that join every month? So the first 15 members that join every month get their own emoji. Would you guys like that? I think that's a pretty good idea, right? The first 15 members that join every month get their own emoji, and I'll let you guys know if you're in that 15. We get a decent amount of members every month. But the first 15 get their own emoji, and we can make the emoji anything you want. You can send us a picture of anything you want, whether it's you, somebody else, like whatever, right? As long as it's not anything weird, we'll do it. You guys like that idea? I think that's a solid idea. No? Let me know what you think about that idea in the chat. But yeah, HAPP hammering up here. Pulling back to $2 though. Yeah, I mean, NOLA, I don't see anything that really looks good for me as a trader, bro. So it's like I'm just kind of BS and hanging out right now. I'm trying to think of ideas. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, it's a good green day. Like, I'm really happy with the day, but like, you know, kind of boring right now. SPI though is starting to rip. SPI, it's starting to pull a red to green move. I still don't trust this one at all, but we got a 1 minute pullback here. Here's the 3 bar play. Sometimes 3-bar plays, I talked about it in my initial 3-bar play video, but sometimes these come in clusters. So like we'll watch for this one maybe? Depends. Nah, Nola's good. Like, he's good. You know, he's cool. He's a supporting member. We're good. Yeah, I feel you, Chris. I'm not trying to, we're just trying to, whoa, what happened to my chart? There we go. Yeah, SPI. Nice little 1-minute pullback there. I don't think we're going to get another one. We might, though. We're starting to get some rips late today. AIHS pulled back. Yeah, well, we'll go ahead and do that. The first 15 members that sign up every single month, they'll get their own emoji, whatever they want as an emoji. As long as it's not controversial, copyrighted material, or anything like that, the first 15 members that sign up get their own emoji. Let me see how many people have signed up this month for members. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this month we have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 members. So we still got 4. Yeah, I mean, Monsieur. I don't know if that's the correct way to pronounce it, but that's very common actually, man. We'll get these parabolic moves. They'll happen a few times every year, or a few times every few months. We'll get a huge rip like this. So we are halted, guys, for SPI. I'm gonna look at this to see if this has a catalyst for SPI, but we are actually halted right now for this. They announced that new vehicle subsidiary yesterday or the day before, but they don't have any. Alright, so Sunworks had a delisting notice. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any catalyst. I know they had, they announced a new electric vehicle subsidiary that they were forming for SPI, but this is certainly getting manipulated and sketchy, guys. But we are halted now in SPI. Yeah. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, that was a crazy move, bro. And like, I'm down a little bit in my Toro account. I'm down like 99 bucks, but I'm green overall for the most part in Toro. So we're still grinding that up, but red day on Toro, but it's a Friday and it's pretty small relative to the other days I've had. But we are halted in SPI. What did HAPP end up doing? You know what I wonder, guys? I wonder if I can make like a buy hotkey on my mouse, where I can just click my mouse, a certain button to buy and sell. Run pumping. Are you in? HAPP didn't do anything. Yeah, sun run. Up. Volume on SPI is light? No, I mean, SPI just got a circuit breaker halt, so we are halted here. For SPI, we are halted because there was actually too much volume coming in at once. Is what happened here actually. Yeah, because that's what I kind of want to do, is make that my hotkey. What do you mean, Daniel? We are scalping a little bit of Apple here. I'm just going to show you guys this trade. If we pull up Apple, I'll try to pull it up before it turns around on me. We are scalping this big squeeze here for Apple. We are going to get out now and maybe add back to it. So yeah, we're only down $66 today. We're going to look to maybe scalp this over this 1040 level, or this 11040 level on Apple. We'll wait for it though. When does SPI unhalt? Well, it depends on when it was actually halted, right? So for SPI here, it was halted at 9:36, so it's probably going to resume in 1 minute. They're usual halts. Most of the time they're 5-minute halts. Most of the time they're 5 minutes. Sometimes they're 10 minutes, and sometimes they're 15 plus. It's really subjective depending on that instance. But most of them, a large majority of halts are 5 minutes, and so we should see this one resume right now, within the next minute. I mean, because it was halted at 9:36, 10:36 market time, and it is now 10:41 market time, so that's 5 minutes. So we should resume in the next minute. Let's watch it and see what happens. Do you recommend beginners to learn to short stocks? I recommend beginners to learn both, because being a short trader is going to teach you how to be a better long trader. Alright, there's the resumption. We opened up exactly even, and now we are pushing up. Just broke highs for SAVA, so like I said, we did resume exactly when I said it would. Just a 5-minute halt. But we resumed, and we're getting a big pullback, a 60-cent pullback here. Getting some more buying pressure, pulling back. Huge drop, huge rip, down 80 cents. Down 90 cents, down $1 a share roughly. So we are tanking down here, and this is why I don't really trade these. But yeah, what I was saying though is that learning how to short is going to teach you how to be a better long trader, and learning how to go long is going to teach you how to be a better short trader. And so if you're just now getting started, instead of looking for long or short, I would instead just try to learn basic technical analysis is what's going to benefit you the most. Like learning TA, and specifically how stocks move, is going to benefit you the most out of anything. You can learn the strategies after that, and you'll be a lot more well equipped to target and attack those strategies. But if you just learn strategies without necessarily learning technical analysis, you might make a little bit of money, but in the long run, you're going to lose it. And so what you want to do is you just want to learn TA first, and you want to learn the flow of stocks and how they move, and how the float of stocks specifically influences them, how different indicators show momentum, strength, weakness, and so forth, and really attack the market in that way, because that's what's going to teach you how to be a better trader, as opposed to just learning simple strategies. We're going to jump in Apple here, and we're going to use that $10 level as a risk. And we got stopped out. That's alright. $10. Insignificant for the most part. Alright, so there goes SPI. We just ripped up, broke highs after dropping $1 a share and probably stopping a bunch of people out. We broke highs. We're now pulling back. We are at 1172 for SPI. Crazy move right now. Ripping up big here. The next level, guys, is 1310. But a huge rip over the highs. We're at 1220s, 12s. Huge moves. Pull back. Oh wait, and who became a member in the last 2 days? We'll go ahead and give them their own emoji. Who was it? Let me look at the chat. go. Mega. Excuse me. Mega did. No, not Mega. Let me see. I think it was Casey, right? Became a member yesterday. Hey, what's up, Mr. Hong? Thank you, bro. Y'all hit that subscribe button as well. Click the like, click the subscribe button. We do this live every single day for free right here on YouTube. We need like 10 more subscribers to hit 30K. And so we're just going to stick around until we hit that, team. Hey, Wendy. There you are, Wendy. You get your own emoji. So whatever you want your emoji. Oh, wait, there's Casey. Look, I'll give both of y'all your own emoji. Just send me on Discord what you want your emoji to be. It can be anything as long as it's not controversial or copyrighted. Right? And I'm going to check to see if it's either of those two. And so as long as it's not those two, y'all send me whatever, whatever your heart desires. And I'll go ahead and give you guys your own emoji for the channel. Like I said, you can make your own emojis here. Yeah, I like that idea, Daniel. We should probably do that. We hub on Discord. All right, I got you, Wendy. Yeah, y'all send me like I said, y'all send me whatever y'all want. I'll make it. I'll try to have it up by Monday. But I think that's a fun idea to incorporate because it's like, here's the thing, guys, like here's the reality. Okay, if you guys want me to be honest about it, with members, I'm not trying to charge for like super in-depth day trading content. And the reason I'm not trying to is, number one, I'm not an expert here, but number two is that I'm trying to keep the stream a free resource. Right, like I'm trying to keep the stream free, right? So I don't want to have to charge for like content, and like I'm gonna put out content for, and I do sometimes put out content for our members, right? And I do put out content for our members, but I don't want it to be super in-depth content because I'm trying to keep everything a free resource here, right? And so I'm trying to think of other ways that our members here can get perks. Right, because becoming a member is just a good way to help support the free content that we have here. And so I'm trying to think of other ways that our members can get perks, but it's not going to make everybody else feel super excluded. You know what I mean? Like that's my logic here, and I hope that makes sense. Like, I guess my point is that I'm not trying to be a guru and charge for my content. I'm just trying to give it all away for free. And so with that, I'm trying to incorporate other ways for me to use the member platform that where they get perks, but it's not going to make everybody else feel left out, if that makes sense. But I think I'm probably about to just close this bad boy down, team. And so yeah, like I said, guys, y'all go check out the Toro challenge. It's a subscription-based funded account challenge. I'm down 74 on it today. But ultimately, you work your way up to making $1,500 in profit, and if you can make $1,500 while following the rest of the rules, if you can make $1,500 while following the rest of their rules, they fund you 25 grand and they refund you your actual subscription cost. And so you get refunded for your subscription. They fund you 25 grand with a profit split. And so if you make $1,000 profit, you get to keep 500 of that with the profit split. And again, you can get 10% off by going through my link. Right, yeah, like that's, and it's like people get mad and people get weird on YouTube anytime you try to charge for anything, right? Like anytime you want to charge for anything, people get weird. And so for our members, what I'm really trying to do is just keep everything like free for everybody. And then if people want to help support us and they get a little perk for it, for becoming a member, they'll get their own emoji and they can use that emoji on this stream, kind of like I use these. Like that's what I'm really trying to do here. You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm really trying to do. And so I think that's a smart way to do it, to where I'm not excluding everybody, but if somebody wants to help support the channel, they can become a member and do that. You know what I mean? And if you want to become a member, you can just click the join button in the bottom right. But I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down. I Another way you can help support the channel, guys, if you're overseas, if you're in the US, you can't use TEFs and TradeNet, but if you're overseas, you can. The way that works, it's a funded account program, kind of like Toro, except this one, it's technically an educational package, and so you spend $400, you get like a course and a demo account and access to their chat room, and then a large majority of those people get funded. So you'll get a part of the funded account program with TradeNet and TEFs, which gives you 14,000 to trade with the base one. There's no PDT rule. You can day trade in short, and it's a 70-30 profit split. So they fund you 14,000 to trade with. There's no PDT rule. You can day trade short stocks, and there's no PDT rule, and there's a 70-30 profit split. And a max loss of 700, and so you're paying 400. Most of the time you're going to get $700 to lose. You're getting a decent profit split, no PDT rule, but again, you can only use TEFs and TradeNet if you're overseas. The reason I'm pushing them again is because they did process my withdrawal. Like I made 7,500 or something like that in profit, and they gave me 6,800 with my 85-15 split. So you know, they do pay you. I've heard from a lot of other people they paid them out too as well. So you know. But yeah, there's the link for that if you want to check that out. I think there's a $15 a month platform fee. But yeah, like I said, reach out to them with any questions you have. I'm just a referral of them, so I don't actually work for them. I've just used them for years. Unfortunately, they don't accept US clients anymore, so I can't use them anymore, but they did process my withdrawal, and I heard from a bunch of other people they processed theirs too, and so they pay you out if you make money on them. You know, if you make money and you're a green trader, and so you know, y'all go check that out. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Good luck. We'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Love you all. Hit that subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications, and yeah, I'll probably close it down. We're gonna hit 30,000 today. We need like 9 more subscribers. Which link, princess? It's the fundedaccount.com/beginner trading link. Okay, there you go. All right, later, guys. We're out of here. Hey, I appreciate the love. Y'all hit that like button real quick before we close it down. Like I said, though, guys, I appreciate all the love. We're going to hit 30,000 subscribers today. Hey, we got Kim, mom of girls, becoming a member. Hey, shout out to Kim. Like I said, Kim, you get a free, or you get an emoji, and so send me, if you're not a part of our Discord, join it real quick and send me a message of whatever you want to be your emoji. Like I said, the first 15 members every single month get their own emoji on the channel, and so if you want your own emoji, join this Discord. Also, you could go join my man Trader Mike's Discord too. Here's our Discord link if you want Trader Mike's. I got you. And yeah, I'm out of here, guys. So good luck. Let me see. Here's my boy Trader Mike's, which is a really active penny stock Discord too. I'm not as good at bounce plays like Trader Mike. Nah, we're not gonna send. Yeah, here, and this is one of the rules, guys. If you try to promote yourself or your content or your channel or your Discord or anything else without asking me first, you're gonna get banned and you'll never be able to come back. You know, and so. Be courteous and ask. If you ask, most of the time I'll help you. You know, like I said, I've had a lot of people that have said, hey, yo, I got a channel, and I've been like, yo, here, check it out, and giving them, you know, giving them a few shout outs, right? But if you try to post it without asking, you gotta get banned, sir. Alright, guys. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Alright, cool. Hey, but shout out to, what is it? Who is it? Cam for becoming a member. Like I said, you get your own emoji. And so hit me up on Discord. Did Spy ever resume? What did Spy end up doing? Oh, here it is. Yeah, $14 I think is a big level for Spy now. But yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Good luck, team. We'll see you guys later. Yeah, we're green today, though, for the most part. But I'm out of here. Later, team.